Hello, I'm Cindy and this is Madeline. We're going to be talking about the postural movement functions of 4 myofascial lines, starting with the superficial back line, which is a sheet of fascia traveling up the entire backside of the body to help maintain erect posture. The superficial back line protects the entire posterior surface of the body from the bottom of the foot to the top of the head in 2 pieces, from the foot to the knee and the knee to the brow. The overall postural function of the superficial back line is to support the body in full upright extension to prevent us from curling over. The movement function is to create extension and hyperextension of the trunk, knee flexion, and plantar flexion. Next, we're going to talk about the superficial front line. Like the back line, it is in 2 pieces, from the toes to the pelvis and the pelvis to the head. The postural function of the front line is to provide tensile support from the top to lift the parts which extend forward of the gravity line, the pelvis, rib cage, and face. The movement function is to create flexion of the trunk and hips, extension of the knees, and dorsiflexion of the foot. An interesting fact about the superficial front line is it's directly related to the startle reflex.
I didn't know that.
The muscular portion of the superficial front line contains fast twitch muscle fibers which help to protect the vital organs by creating strong, sudden flexion movements. It's our natural instinct to move toward the fetal position when faced with danger or stress. So, for example, if you were to stand behind somebody and startle them, they would naturally, curl forward. Let's talk about the lateral line. The postural function of the lateral line is to balance front and back and bilaterally to balance left and right. The movement function is to create a lateral blend in the body, lateral flexion of the trunk, abduction of the hip, and eversion of the foot. The last line we're going to discuss is the spiral line. Its postural function is to wrap the body in a double spiral to help maintain balance across all the planes. It helps to determine efficient knee tracking in walking. The movement function is to create and mediate spirals and rotations in the body and in eccentric and isometric contractions to steady the trunk and leg to keep it from folding into rotational collapse.